A very big hello to my wonderful KCET champions. I hope all my dear children are doing absolutely great. So this video is going to be super important for everyone who is planning to register for KCET and also planning to give this examination. Because my dear children, in order to participate in KCET 2026, you have to be eligible for that. And eligibility comes in two formats. One is your academic eligibility. For example, I want to get into engineering course. So now if I want to participate for engineering course in KCET, I should be having this subject combination and my marks should be at least this. My percentage, total percentage should be at least this. Then only I'll be eligible to write the examination. So that is academic eligibility. And here in this particular video, I'll be talking about it, and I'll also say how is your rank going to be determined. Does your CET marks have a role to play, or is it the qualifying examination marks that has a role to play, or it is just CET and not qualifying examination? So depending on the courses, it varies. So make sure you listen to me until the end. Now there is one more type of eligibility, and that depends upon basically have you completed 7 years of studies in Karnataka, that is clause A. If you're falling under clause A, then yes, you are eligible. Then you have the next clause which says that okay, you have not studied but your parents have completed their education for 7 years in Karnataka, either of your parents. So depending on the clauses also, you have an eligibility. So one very important thing is there, you have to be eligible academically and you have to be eligible according to the clauses also. Then only you can participate in KCET examination. So I'll make a separate video on clauses. As of now, in this particular video, you will get to know about the academic eligibility part. Okay, and at any point you feel that yes, this video had helped me, do not forget to hit on the subscribe button and also share it with your friends. So the first course that we have is engineering and technology courses, that is BE or BTech. Over here you should have completed second PUC or 12th standard or any equivalent exam with at least English as a language. English should be there as a language, agreed. Now minimum aggregate of 45% should be there. If I am a general category student, I'm talking about general category student, your minimum aggregate of what subjects? Of physics, mathematics and any one of these subjects. Either chemistry or biotechnology or biology or electronics or computer. Either one of these subjects, that means 3 subjects in total. Physics and mathematics is definitely going to be there. Now either of these subjects can be there. Total aggregate of 3 of this subject should be what? 45% if at all I am a general merit category student. Now for SC/ST category 1, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B category candidates, minimum of 40% marks should be there. So for them it is a bit lower, and that is 40%. Always understand, when I am talking about SC/ST or any category, it should be of the state of Karnataka, not of any other state. It's not applicable. So I hope you got it. So minimum aggregate of 45% should be there. In combination of 3 of the subjects, physics and mathematics will definitely be there. Apart from that, it can be chemistry, biotechnology, biology, anything. So ma'am, I am having PCMB. So all of it is not going to be considered? No, just 3, just any 3. And I'll tell you one more very important thing which is clearly mentioned over here. So generally we just take physics, mathematics and chemistry. But suppose when you take an aggregate of it and you are a general merit category student, and over here the percentage comes to be 40%. Okay, and on the other hand, if I am taking physics, mathematics and biology over here and my aggregate is now 46%, then which subject combination will I consider? It will be this subject combination which is going to be considered. Okay, the highest of them will be considered because it makes sure that you are now eligible for. This is just for maintaining what? The eligibility, that's all. For calculating your eligibility out there. So in that case, this will be considered. I hope it is clear. Okay. If with PMC itself you are eligible, then this will not be considered. But if at all you are not eligible with chemistry out there, then my dear children, the other subjects, if you have other subjects in your hand, okay, if you have PCMB combination or any other combination, instead of chemistry you have some other subjects from here, then my dear children, it can be taken. into consideration. So that is exactly written over here. Provided that marks obtained by the candidate in biotechnology or biology or electronics or computer science in the qualifying examination, that is your 12th grade, will be considered in place of chemistry in case the marks obtained in chemistry is less for required aggregate percentage, only for the purpose of determination of eligibility and not for the purpose of determination of rank. What does that mean? I'll tell you. So by considering this, you are now eligible. But understand one very important thing. When you talk about engineering course, your rank is not just determined by how much you score in your CET. It is also determined by how much you score in your qualifying examination. And in your qualifying examination, this time chemistry has to be considered. It cannot be any other subject, it has to be chemistry itself. So whatever marks you scored in chemistry, that is going to be considered over here. There is no other subject that is going to be playing a role. So physics and mathematics is definitely going to be there. Along with that, chemistry is also mandatorily going to be considered over here. So in ranking, there is no replacement. That is what they mean. In eligibility, okay, you can replace just for making yourself eligible. That's the reason. Okay. Now, so I hope you get it. So whatever you scored in a combination of PCM, the total aggregate of that is being taken. The total aggregate of that is being taken. So I am saying XYZ you scored out of 300. So 100 for physics, 100 for chemistry, 100 for mathematics is all out of 100. So 100 plus 100 plus 100, it is 300 now. And out of that you got XYZ. Okay, so let me keep it there itself. Now when you see it also, my dear children, physics is out of 60, chemistry is out of 60, and math is also out of 60. So 60 plus 60 plus 60 is equals to what? 180. So out of 180, I got XYZ over here. Now I got both of the marks from CET, from qualifying examination. Now I'll take 50% of what I scored over here and 50% of what I scored over here. Half is being taken, and whatever comes over here, that is going to determine my rank. Whatever total comes over here, by taking half of it and half of it in equal proportion, that is going to determine my marks. And that is why we say that your PU2 score is super important. I hope you get it now. Why is it considered to be important in engineering courses? Because half of your marks for both CET and qualifying examination is going to be considered for determining your rank. I hope it is super clear. So that is for engineering and technology courses. Clear? If clear, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any doubt, put it down in the comment section, okay? Now, farm science courses. Now farm science courses starts from here and ends up over here. So agriculture, sericulture, horticulture, forestry, technology, community science, and so many, food technology, tea tech, fisheries, and so many things are up over here. All of them comes under farm science courses. Now in farm science courses, your subject combination should be physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. Okay, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. So you should be definitely having what? PCMB. You should be definitely having PCMB over here. There is no other option. Okay. Now here, my dear children, always understand, you will definitely need PMC. Okay, apart from that, you can have an addition, that is biology, biotechnology, anything out there. But these three subjects should be there over here for engineering also. Okay, now I won't confuse you. Now, going ahead, how is your rank going to be determined? Again, whatever you score in your CET, okay, whatever you score in your CET, half of it is going to be taken. Similarly, whatever you score in your qualifying examination in PCMB, half of it is going to be taken, and that's how your marks is going to be determined. Okay, that's how your marks is going to be determined. Now, also understand one very important thing. There are children who apply for agriculturist quota. In that particular case, you would have to give your practical examination. Okay. Now, in your case, how is your rank going to be determined? 25% marks from second PUC is going, whatever you score in your second PUC, your qualifying examination, 25% from there it is taken. 25% marks from your CET. So whatever you scored in your CET, 25% of that is also taken. So 25 means basically 50% taken from, half of it taken from second PUC and basically other half taken from CET. Now rest 50% is going to be taken from your practical test. So whatever your practical test score is, 50% of that has been taken, and that is how your rank is going to be determined. Also, please note, minimum of 50% marks in practical examination is required to claim seat under agriculturalist quota. So if at all you are writing the practical examination, minimum of 50% marks, okay, is required. Then only you will be considered for this. Okay, for being considered under agricultural quota, you will need a minimum of 50% marks. I hope you get it in the practical test. Okay, so apart from there is no academic eligibility percentage, aggregate and all being mentioned over here. Just that your subject combination should be PCMB, and equal proportion of both of them is taken for what? For determining your rank. But if at all you are claiming for agriculturalist quota, there is a slight difference over here. 25% will be taken from second PUC, 25% from CET, and rest 50% from the practical test. Okay, and your minimum score in the practical test should also be 50%. I hope that's clear, and I hope this is also clear. This is for farm science courses. Going ahead, you have Bachelor of Veterinary Science that you call as B.VSc. Okay, and Animal Husbandry, which you call as AH. So eligibility for this is passed in second PUC or 12th standard and obtain an aggregate minimum of 50% in physics, chemistry, biology and English subjects. So physics, chemistry and biology, PCB is important over here. You need PCB along with what? English. Along with English. This is 50% for general merit category students. What about the other children? SC, ST category 1, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B. For them 40%. For them it is 40%. Your total aggregate should be 40%. Okay, minimum of 40% for being eligible. Now, your rank is going to be determined only on the basis of what? Your CET. Whatever you are going to score in your CET. Okay, there is no half of either of this. So you guys are pretty much safe in second PUC, my dear children. If at all you are not performing really great, still it will be considered. Okay, it will be because your CET, whatever, how well you perform in your CET is being considered over here. So in CET, your subject combination is going to be physics, chemistry and biology. Now again, you can also claim for agriculturalist quota. Only farm science people and also veterinary science and animal husbandry children can claim for agriculturalist quota. In this particular case, 50% marks will be considered from CET if you are claiming for this, and rest 50% again from your practical test. Only if you are from agriculturalist quota. If not, then only CET is going to be considered. How well you perform in your CET is going to determine your rank. Okay, now as I said, when you give agricultural practical test, you have to score a minimum of 50%. Okay, to claim the seat under agriculturalist quota. Fine. So please, agriculturalist quota children, remember, you have to do well over here and also well in the practical test if you are looking for this course. Then, yes. Now, the next thing is a note. Okay, I have kept a note. Further, the candidates seeking admission to B Pharma, Pharm D and Naturopathy and Yoga. Listen to this carefully. B Pharma, Pharm D and Naturopathy and also Yoga should have completed the age of 17 years as on 31st December of 2026. So, they have mentioned 2026. So, I believe this year you should be 17 years. Okay, by this year, by end of this year, you should be what? 17 years old. Okay, if at all you are looking for these courses. Fine. Now, one very important thing, and that is about our Abhyas KCET test series. Everyone who is preparing for KCET examination, you need to understand that you have to balance your PU2 preparation and you have to work really hard for your KCET as well. I understand your boards are coming through, yes, but you have to spend a little amount of time solving questions. It's just MCQ questions, and these MCQ questions can show up in your PU2 board also. I'm telling you, this has happened. So over here, what's the best way? Take the Abhyas KCET test series, because over here you have 35 KCET mock test. Now mock test, if at all you do not want to give it now, it's okay. There is chapter wise KCET PYQs. So suppose I am done with some chapter out there, I can go ahead and solve the KCET PYQs. This makes sure, so when you are going to revise, instead of revision, solve the questions. These are going to help you. Okay, you'll understand how well have you prepared. So everything of this is having a perfect timing out there. So in 60 minutes you would have to solve 60 questions. So that will definitely make you understand about your speed and accuracy also. And there is PCMB coverage for everyone who is preparing for KCET, for all the courses out there. And the price for this is rupees 1499. And my dear children, thousands of children got the benefit of it the previous year. This year we are expecting even more. Okay, so go on, just register. You have proofs over here. There is Prajwal with rank 171, Kiran with 443, Deeksha with 693, and the list goes on. And the next can be you. Do not get demotivated by anything that is happening. Even if you're not taking up this course, just remember you have to give your best. Okay, and if you are taking this course, the link is there in the description box. Go check it out. Okay, now going ahead with B Pharma. So passed in 2nd PUC or 12th standard with either physics, chemistry and biology, you have this combination, or you can have this combination, that is physics, chemistry and mathematics. So PCM or PCB, both of them are fine. Now obtained a minimum of 45% of marks in aggregate in either of this. Either you consider PCM or you consider PCB. Now 40% for SC, ST category 1, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B students. So here it is 45 for general merit, here it is 40%. Now apart from this, if not this, then this. You should have passed in diploma in pharmacy examination from an institution approved by the Pharmacy Council of India under Section 12 of Pharmacy Act and has secured minimum of 45%. What is the percentage? Minimum of 45% should be there for general merit. Now for SC/ST category 1, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, it is 40%. So either this or this. Okay, either this or this you have to do. Now, admission, how is your rank going to be determined? Your rank is going to be determined by your CET score alone. There is no role in your qualifying examination marking. Okay, there is no role over here for 2nd PUC and things like that. So in CET, again, whatever subjects you choose, you can choose PCB or you can choose PCM. Okay, whichever is the highest will be considered. So for example, you are someone who gave physics, chemistry, mathematics and biology, all of the examinations you give, then whichever combination gives you the highest score will be considered over here. So that is the best part. So all of you who are planning to write the examination for B Pharma, write all of it. Let's see whichever you have, whichever combination you give, you get the best. That is anyway going to be considered. Now candidates who have passed diploma in pharmacy course seeking admission to B Pharma should compulsorily submit their photocopy of D Pharma final year marks card on which the CET number is boldly written to KEA on or before 30/5/2026. So make sure, if at all you are basically past a diploma in pharmacy and you're claiming for that, you have to give the D Pharma final year mark sheet on which you have written the CET number, and this should be done before this date. Okay, 30/5/2026. Got it? Yes, that is clear for B Pharma. Now going ahead, let's see 2nd year B Pharma. So that is lateral entry to B Pharma. Over here, you should have passed in diploma in pharmacy examination from an institution approved by Pharmacy Council of India under Section 12 of Pharmacy Act and have secured a minimum of 45%. What is the percentage? 45. Now the subject combination remains to be the same, that is physics, chemistry and biology, or physics, chemistry and mathematics. So for SC/ST and 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B category 1, it is 40%. And as I told you, in CET, whenever you write CET, it can be either PCB or PCM that is going to be considered, whichever has higher score. So write all of it. Okay. Now here also you need to produce the mark sheet. So the photocopy of their D Pharma final year marks card on which CET number is given, and this should be given before this particular date, that is 30/4/2026. Okay, failing which rank will not be assigned to the candidate. So I just have copied it from the information brochure. I do not know if there is mistake from their end, probably their end. So here it is 34, here it is 35. So everyone, please prepare it as early as possible. That will be better. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Okay, now Farm D. For Farm D, eligibility should be you should have passed in 2nd PUC or 12th standard with physics, chemistry and biology, or again physics, chemistry and mathematics is option over here, or again the same thing, passed in diploma in pharmacy examination from an institution approved by Pharmacy Council of India under Section 12 of Pharmacy Act. Admission basis, again the same thing only, you have to write the CET examination. PCM or PCB, either whichever has highest marks, that is going to be considered. Here also you have to give D Pharma marks card on which the CET number is being written. Clear? Okay, so I think that is also clear to you. Let's go. Now you have naturopathy and yoga. So here you should have passed in qualifying examination with physics, chemistry and biology. Okay, so there is no other option, there is no PCM, just physics, chemistry and biology, and English as one of the languages. Obtain an aggregate minimum of 50% in your qualifying examination with these three subject combination, physics, chemistry and biology, and 40% for SC/ST category 1 and OBC 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B category candidates. I hope this is clear. Now here your marks are going to be, your rank is going to be determined by how well you score in your CET and how well you score in your qualifying examination. Half of it is going to be taken in equal proportion. Subject combination remains to be the same, PCB, PCB. There is no PCM over here for naturopathy and yoga. Done? Done, ma'am. Okay. Now we have BPT, Bachelor of Physiotherapy. Over here, you should have passed in qualifying examination with physics, chemistry and biology, again PCB only, and English as one of the languages. Obtain an aggregate minimum of 40%, okay, for general merit. 35% for SC/ST category 1 and OBC 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B category students. Okay, your rank over here is not going to be determined by your CET. You do not have to write CET examination. You just have to register for CET. You do not have to write the examination. Only your qualifying examinations marks, okay, only your qualifying examination marks, that is this, your 12th grade, that is going to determine your rank. Okay, only qualifying examination. But remember, you have to write, you have to register. No writing of CET, only registering. I'm writing it down. Only register. Just register for it. That would be more than enough. Got it? Yes, ma'am. Now we have BPO, Bachelor of Prosthetics and Orthotics. So you should have passed in qualifying examination with physics, chemistry and biology or mathematics, either of them. Okay. So, and English as one of the languages of studied. So it's not like PCMB, it's PCM or PCB, either of them. Now going ahead, obtained an aggregate minimum of 50% marks in physics, chemistry and biology, or it can be physics, chemistry as well as mathematics also. 50% for general merit. 45% for SC/ST category 1 and OBC 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B children. Okay, here also no CET examination, just register for it. Your marks will be determined by how well you score in your qualifying examination. And my dear children, either of it, that is physics, chemistry and biology, physics, chemistry, mathematics might be considered. Okay, works? Fine. Let's go ahead. Okay. So over here, I think they have not mentioned the subject combination. So I'll just check it and let you know. Just give me a quick second, okay? So subject combinations have not been mentioned. For eligibility, definitely it has been mentioned. But over here, what percentage of what all subjects would be taken is not mentioned over here. And they have told that the details would be published later on. So let's wait until the later on time and I'll update you whenever it comes, okay? So for both BPT as well as BPO, it remains like that. Eligibility is basically these subject combinations. Cool. Now we have what? We have BSc and AHS within AHS. So over here, your subject combination should be physics, chemistry and biology and English as one of the languages. And my dear children, you should get a minimum of 35% in physics, chemistry and biology subjects in the qualifying examination. So over here also there is no CET, but register for CET and there will be only qualifying examination that is going to be considered for your rank. Okay, I hope that is clear to you. Minimum of 35% is also been mentioned. Now for D Pharma also everything remains to be the same. No CET, only qualifying examination marks is going to be considered for your rank. As I told you, whenever it is written like this, please understand the details of it will be given to you later on. Okay, what all subject combination, but over here you know the eligibility, right? And you, if at all you have the subject combination, so make sure you do well in all of it. That's all. Give your best and that will make you understand that you can be tension free later on. Now for BSc Nursing, passed in qualifying examination with physics, chemistry and biology and English papers individually. All of them should be passed individually and obtain an aggregate minimum of 45% in physics, chemistry and biology subjects in the qualifying examination for general merit children, and for SC/ST category 1 and OBC shall obtain at least 40%. Okay, should be at least getting 40%. Now here again your CET came into the picture. So your qualifying examination is not being considered. Your CET, my dear children, is being considered in terms of determining the rank. So here the subject combination is PCB. Okay, physics, chemistry and biology. I hope it's clear. Yes. So for eligibility, you have to do well over here, but not just for eligibility. You need to understand that if you do well in your PO2, your concepts are strong, your CET examination will also go smooth then. So please have that in your head. So PCB is the combination for you guys. I hope that's clear. And I think with that, we complete all the academic eligibility for all the courses. But still, if you have any doubt, you can put it down in the comment section. As I said, information brochure is there with us. We will read it for you. We will let you know the answers for it. Anything which is not there in the information brochure, we will definitely not let you know that. So not worry about it. All of it is totally authentic. Yes. So wishing you all the best, lots and lots of love, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button if at all you have not done it yet.